Let's talk about the biggest scam in the history of the trucking industry. I'm talking about CSA 2010. Unfortunately, most people don't even understand how CSA 2010 works. Most people believe that when you get a ticket on the side of the road, you get points on your license, which is true for people driving cars. Since CSA 2010 came along, you also get points for warnings, the same as if you actually received a citation. Here's the problem. Let's say that I get pulled over driving a commercial vehicle for speeding. Before CSA 2010, I would receive a citation, and then if I was convicted in a court of law, or if I just pled no contest, I would receive points on my license for that citation. Now, if I get pulled over for speeding or having a light out or reckless driving or following too close or seatbelt or whatever it is, and the cop says, well, I'm just going to give you a warning for this. Guess what? You get the points and you can't fight it. You can't go before a judge and say, Judge, here is my evidence that I did not do this bad thing. The judge is going to be like, well, okay, you didn't get a ticket. You got a warning, because you can't fight a warning. You can only fight a citation in a court of law, because with a warning, you have not been charged with anything. What's the point? Well, the point is, and the reason it's the biggest scam in the history of the trucking industry, is because inevitably, no matter how much experience you have, they're going to get you for something. Happened to me last week. I get up in the morning, I pre-trip my truck, I open the hood, I check all the fluids, I turn on all the lights, I walk around the truck, everything's working. I drive about 25 miles and enter the state of Ohio. I get a green light on the pre-pass, but I'm hauling hazmat, and I was under the impression that even if you get a green light in the state of Ohio, you have to pull in with hazmat. Turned out not to be true, and I wish I'd have kept going. They pull me around back, and the guy comes around. He says, well, your safety rating is really down, so, we need to do an inspection. I'm like, okay, buddy, whatever. Here's all my stuff. He's just basically doing a light check. He's not checking my brakes. He's not crawling under the truck. He's checking my paperwork, and he's checking my lights. And so we go left turn signal, right turn signal, low beams, high beams, clearance lights. Then he walks around to the back. Left turn, brake pedal, right turn, right turn. I'm looking down. I'm like, dude, the right turn's on. Well, the right rear turn signal on the trailer was not flashing. So I walked back there. And I said, is the midship turn signal blinking? And his exact response was, what? Just like that. What? I said, the signal on the side of the trailer, was it flashing? Because I'm trying to figure out, I've got a problem, right? Is it the bulb on the right rear of the trailer, or is it the whole circuit? Well, we look, and the midship is not flashing either. I go, well, it was flashing 20 minutes ago when I walked around my truck and did my pre-trip. So I walk up and I unplug the pigtail, and inside there's little pins, and in the middle is a little slit. So I take my little flathead screwdriver and I spread those apart just ever so slightly, plug it back in, boom, it's working. Okay, no big deal. So he comes up. Of course, all of my hazardous materials, paperwork is in order. My hazardous materials shipment is properly secured and everything is fine. And he goes, hey, I had to warn you about your turn signal, but see right here, I've circled it with an A that I've verified that it was working. Okay. So I turned it into my company. I provided a proof of correction, which is I spread the pins apart, completed the circuit, and everything was fine. I just got an email from the carrier. Our vehicle maintenance basic score has slowly been increasing, and we are approaching the threshold set by FMCSA. Customers are asking us, why is this occurring, and what are we doing about it? You recently received a 6-point times 3 equals 18-point required light violation during a roadside inspection. I didn't get a violation. I got a warning. But see now, warnings and violations are the same. I didn't receive a citation. I did not get a violation. I got a warning that I can't fight. I can't go to court, pay a fine, and make it go away, which is what I could do if it was a speeding ticket. I can go to the court, stand in front of the judge, say, I'm real sorry. Where do you want me to write the check? And get it dismissed. And then there are no points. This is a scam that was developed by corporations and enacted by the state to get rid of guys like me. You know why? Because I'm expensive. 25-year driver. I won't get behind the wheel for less than 75 cents a mile. But what you can do with CSA is you can run off all the experienced drivers so that these big corporations can keep bringing in people with no experience. And then when they get violated out of the industry, you just replace them with another one. It's for your safety, citizen. It's for your safety. It's for their profit. Don't ever forget that.